Hi guys, it's Redhead Boo here. Now, as it's New Year's Eve, I thought I would do a little video about my review of what I did in 2017. And I'm going to say what I did and then like a highlight of that particular event yeah. So I hope you enjoy it. So on the 20th of February, I went to Paris, which was very exciting because I've never been to Paris before. And it was very fun because I get to go to a new place. And the second day, I think, we went up the Eiffel Tower, we went to an aquarium, and the best part of is that we actually spent a whole day at Disneyland Paris, and I am a huge Disney fan. So like when this trip was announced and they said we're gonna get to go to Disneyland, I said I want to go because I've never been to Disneyland before and it's always been one of them places that I've had to go, and I actually got to go on some of the rides, which was awesome. And we went on Buzz Lightyear's Laser Quest, which I won. Haunted Mansion, which was so cool, and that's my favourite ride. It's a Small World, and the Aladdin walkthrough I thought was really cool. And I also went on Thunder Mountain, which was so much fun. It was so fast, but it's amazing. And I also got to meet Goofy. I didn't get to meet Mickey Mouse, which was a bit upsetting because Mickey is awesome. I nearly met Minnie, but the queue was huge to meet her, and we went back to try and meet her again, but she'd gone, which was upsetting. And I also got to watch a bit of the parade, which was so cute. But when I saw the castle, I was emotional and just in awe because I've never seen it before, like right in front of me, and it was so cool. The day after that, we went to Paris Zoo. I've never been to like a zoo abroad, and I've always been interested as to what they're like and how they're different to them here in England. So I actually saw a lot of animals that I didn't really expect to see. Like I even saw a tree kangaroo. I knew they'd existed, but I've never seen one before, and it was really cool. And they had this like planetarium thing, well not planetarium, but like a massive glass dome, and it was like loads of tropical animals. And when I went in, my glasses steamed up, which was annoying because it took them ages to go back to normal, but it was really good and I enjoyed it. The 9th of March, I went to see Ollie Murs in Leeds. Now, we were the lower tier, but usually they have this like raised bit which makes the lower tier go higher. But as it was seating, they hadn't put that in. So it was like right on the floor level. As I was row E, I was like eye view of the stage. And I got loads of interaction, which was so much fun because I've never really interacted with Ollie before, because I've always been like really up high when I see him. It's just quite nice to get closer. So yeah. On the 28th of April, I went to see the Vamps in Sheffield, and I was VIP and Wow Pit, which was brilliant. Like, highlight was definitely VIP, just because the amount of interaction. I was so close to the front as well, and me and Connor just stood next to each other. It was so cute, and I loved my photo as well, and I got two. Wild Pit was brilliant because I got interaction with Brad and Connor, and then I got interaction from Reese and Blake of New Hope Club, which was fun. On the 6th of May, I saw the Vamps again on the same tour at Manchester Arena, because whenever I see them, I tend to see them at Manchester Arena. And I was like, oh yeah, let's try there. And I was quite low down, but I wasn't like close to the stage, as close as I was to like Sheffield, but it was quite cool to see it from like a different perspective. And it was really cool. And yeah, it was really fun. And I also got New Hope Club VIP, so that included like sound check with them, and he got a selfie of each of them, which was cool because me and my friend and Blake were chatting about the water incident, which was funny. So, yeah. On the 19th of June, I went to see, well, my mum's colleague, sister, is like an events person or something, and she sometimes manages to get 2 free tickets to concerts or whatever. And she'd managed to get 2 free ones to take that at the Etihad Stadium in Manchester, but she couldn't go, so she said to my mum, who's a massive fan, do you want to go? Because I've got these 2 spare tickets and I can't go. So mum was like, yeah, we'll go. But she was trying to find someone to go with her. So I said, why don't I just go? And we went, and it was on the hottest day of the year. So it was a bit like, is it a best idea going to an outdoor gig on the hottest day of the year? Wearing jeans and a crop top, and it was just so warm. To the point where I thought I was going to pass out. But the concert was actually better than I expected, and I actually quite enjoyed it. So yeah. And this is where it gets exciting, because on the 21st of June, I don't know how this happened, but James McVeigh from the Vamps followed me on Twitter. Just out of the blue, just randomly. And loads of people said, like, James tends to do that, as well as Tristan. And Tristan had done it a few weeks before. And then I saw that James had done it as well, and I was like, why has James McVeigh just followed me randomly? Like, it was just in so much shock, but it was the best day ever. So, yeah, that was a good day. On the 1st of July, me and one of my closest friends went to see Ollie Murs on his summer tour at York Racecourse, and I actually got barrier, which was insane because I've never been like front row for Ollie Murs before. So I was a bit like, oh my god, this is so weird, like I don't know how I'm gonna cope. And he actually interacted with me twice, because once he was talking before I Need You Now, and he was saying about his girlfriend and everything, and I was going, oh boo, you've got a girlfriend and so what. And then he turned around and looked at me and said, don't worry darling, we're not together anymore. And I was like, what? He saw me? But yeah. And during the medley, and he did the song, That's the Way I Like It, and he did like this dance move, and as I'd seen it before, like I knew he was going to do it, I'd sort of did it at the same time. We both looked at each other and did it. It was funny. But yeah, and there's actually a photo on Instagram, or I think it's a video, and it's Dear Darling, and he's like scanning the crowd, and I managed to screenshot it, and you can see me in the front row, and it's the best photo, I love it. On the 3rd of July, I went to see the Vamps in Leeds at the O2 Academy for their album showcase, and I was actually lucky enough to meet them at the Leeds train station, and now that was really bizarre. But it was a really good night. The show was phenomenal, like, just to hear them acoustic. And at one point, my highlight of the night was when Brad came out into the crowd and he sang Stay, which is one of my favourite songs, on the guitar, and it was like, without a microphone, it was just him and his guitar singing, and it was so cute. So yeah. And then on the 9th of July, I saw Ollie Murs for the 3rd time at Scarborough Open Air Theatre with my grandparents, because they managed to get me tickets somehow, and we went, and it was really good. And yeah, obviously I didn't get interaction because I was really high up, but it was such a good concert to see again, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, that was good. On the 28th of July, I saw the Chuckle Brothers live, and they're like, well, they were on TV when I was a kid, so that for me was really, really strange. Like, I've seen them live before, but at my grandma's caravan they get people to come. And the Chuckle Brothers came, and they did like a show, and as me and my mum were walking up to the entertainment complex to go watch them, we went through this door, and I looked over and I was like, that's Barry, one of the Chuckle Brothers. And my mum, I think she had a bit too much to drink, decided to shout because he was having a cigarette, and she decided to shout, oh, Barry, Barry. And we were both just waving, and he was waving back. And then at the end of the show you could actually go and meet them. And I met them, and it was really nice because I've never met them before, so it was really cool. But yeah, it was really strange as well. Very strange. On the 6th of August, me and 2 of my friends went to York Maze for like a day out together, and it was really fun. And we did the maze in like an hour as well, so that's really good for me. And I actually worked there this Halloween as like, because they were recruiting people, and I put my name forward and I got the job. And I worked there for about 14 days, I think, and it was really fun. It's quite stressful though, like having to deal with kids and like parents, because sometimes, like, I had a lot of stuff happen to me there when I was working there, but yeah. But it was a good day, and it was a lot of fun, and we were just laughing throughout, and it was really good. On the 12th of August, we went to Yorkshire Wildlife Park because there was an event on, and it was called Safari Nights, and they do this like every summer. Anyway, Union J, who are one of my favourite bands, were headlining, so I was like, ooh, let's go. So we went, and one of them highlights, it wasn't actually a highlight, well it wasn't a highlight of the actual concert, it was before, because I met JJ and he recognised me, and it was really cute. And yeah, I love meeting JJ, and we got so many cute photos together, and yeah, it was very good. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed seeing them as well, because the last time I saw them before that day was like 2015, and that was when George was still in the band, so it was very bizarre seeing him without George, but it was so much fun, and I got to hear so many of their songs again. So yeah, it was a good day. And then on the 1st of September, this was probably one of my favourite moments out of the whole of 2017. Me and my mum decided to go to Yorkshire Wildlife Park because when we went to Safari Nights, we didn't really get the chance to see the animals because we had to go to the gig, and we wanted to get there quite early. We got there, and I was like, oh yeah, let's just see the animals, and yeah. So we saw the animals, and then we went round to look at the giraffes at about 3 o'clock. And I bumped into JJ Hamblett from Union J and his girlfriend, and I was like, what? But it was really fun, and yeah, I got to see him again, which was nice, because I miss him a lot. Like, I so wish I was seeing him soon. But that was good. I had a really long chat and a lot of hugs, and good JJ hugs. And even my mum had one, and that was quite embarrassing. So thank you, JJ, you managed to embarrass me yet again. Sorry if you're watching. Moving on. On the 5th of October, me and my mum, well originally it was going to be me and my mum, but I invited my 2 friends. And we went to the Harrogate Comedy Festival, and in Harrogate Theatre there's like the studio, and then there's the main like lobby theatre, auditorium, whatever you call it. Anyway, Ed Gamble, who I find hilarious, was performing, and I'm like, oh, why don't we go? So we went, and we actually sat on the front row, which for me is a bit scary, because whenever I see a comedian, I get picked on. And I was reading reviews online, and it always said for Ed Gamble, never sit on the front row, because for the first 10 minutes he takes the mick out of the whole front row. And I thought it'd be funny, because it was 5 days before my 20th birthday. Why don't I wear a birthday badge? So I did, and I thought, oh, he won't say anything, I'll get away with it. He don't have to know it's not my actual birthday. Anyway, I was sat on the front row, he comes out, just having banter with like the other side of the room, so I was like, oh, I'll get away with it. He comes onto our side of the room, starts talking to one of my friends, looks at me, notices the badge and says, oh, happy birthday. To this, my friend turns around to me and says, oh, it's not her birthday today. And I was like, oh, thank you for that, Chloe. So I'd just been found out. The whole of the room knew I was lying. He knew I was lying, everyone knew. And then Ed turned to me and said, why are you wearing a badge then if it's not your actual birthday? I said, well, technically it's for my birthday. We got the tickets as a present for my birthday. And he was like, in the interval, go take your badge off, come back. So I was like, no, I'm going to go away in an interval. When I return, I'm not going to take my badge off. I'm keeping it on. So I just came back and I was like, no. And he came back out and he said, you still haven't taken it off, have you? I was like, no, I'm not going to take it off. And it was just such a funny night, and I really hope I do get to see more comedians live because they're so funny. I just love seeing them. And it's quite rude as well, like I was quite surprised by like the amount of adult jokes. Like I know it was like a school night, so there would have been a lot, but quite a few very rude ones, which was funny. Just looking at my friend's face, who was only 17, just looking, going, oh god, is she laughing? But me and her sat together, like we were just chatting, and we actually got caught because he was like, do you know this isn't a pantomime, you could chat in the interval, not now. I was like, oops, sorry. It was funny. Anyway, on the 14th of October, me and my friends went bowling for my birthday, and the highlight of that day for me was I won one game. Now, when I go bowling, I have to have the little sides, like the barrier things, up, because if they're down, I can't do it. Because we went with my sister and her boyfriend, we had the sides down, I lost. And I'm a sore loser, so I was like, no, I don't want to lose again. So I was like, could we have the sides up? I won. One of the games, I won. Me, can't bowl, save a life, wins. One game. So yeah. Now, on the 20th of October, I saw my favourite girls ever for the 12th time at Manchester Arena. I'm on about the incredible Little Mix for their Glory Days tour in the UK. And oh my god, it was the best show I've ever seen of this year. So good. The vocals, amazing. Dancing, amazing. I even got interaction. Me. Little old me. Because they had this like catwalk thing. And they came out on it in Your Love, I think. They did it on the little thing. And I was at the side where I knew Perry was. So like she came over, I started to wave. Thinking, oh yeah, she might see me. She waved at me. And she blew me a kiss. And Perry is my favourite. I love her. Love her, love her, love her. So when that happened, I was like, oh my god. Noticed by Perry. So that was fun. Anyway, on the 2nd of November, I'd just finished work and someone had given me a pre-sale code for the Vamps tour because mine hadn't been sent, so I was like, oh god, what do I do? So she was like, use mine, it'll be fine. So I used hers and I managed to get Wild Pit for 2018 Sheffield, the Vamps Arena, Sheffield Arena, Wild Pit again. And I am so excited. Can't wait. Cannot wait. So yeah. And then on the 4th of November, I got Brad Pitt for the Vamps in Manchester.
Lizzie,